Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon. In the media release on 13th of April 2026 titled "Gas Tax Proposal Would Make Australia Uninvestable and Threaten Future Energy Supply," report finds, Ms McCulloch, you're quoted as saying the consequences are clear: less investment, less supply and higher energy costs for Australian households and businesses. Now, it's a yes or no question. Don't we export much more gas and LNG than we actually use?
We export around 75% of the gas that we produce in Australia, and there's a
so that's more than we actually use.
Oh, absolutely, because the Australian market is tiny.
We're limited for time. I would love to give you more opportunity, but we're limited for time, and I've got a few other questions. Would you agree that a 25% tax on exports would make exporting gas less attractive?
Senator, I would agree that it will make investing in Australia less attractive, and that will impact future export opportunities. It will impact future domestic supply, because currently our LNG exporters on the East Coast account for around 35 to 40% of domestic supply, and on the West Coast that figure is around 60%. That's according to the government's gas market review. And we require the access to the international markets to provide the scale needed for these multi-billion dollar investments. I mean, you wouldn't have had $400 billion invested in our industry in the last 15 years for the domestic market alone. And what we're seeing now on the east coast of Australia in particular is that it's that investment in Queensland in particular and in the export industry that is now propping up the southern states and ensuring that those states have supply, particularly during peak winter periods now.
But let's bring that back to the domestic market here. So wouldn't disincentivising the export of gas increase the supply for domestic use and the domestic market?
So
it's
Senator,
a no-brainer.
We have ample oil and gas.
So why are our bills so high? Why are people struggling with cost of living crisis? Why are they struggling while the gas industry is making billions of dollars and out of the resources that Australians own?
So, Senator, I would point you to the fact that currently prices on the East Coast are at the lowest they've been in many years. I think the spot price is $11 or lower. It's less than a quarter of what we're seeing internationally. And those prices haven't moved really since the war started, and it shows that our domestic gas industry is actually insulating Australians from the worst impacts of the global energy crisis.
Has the gas industry been paying for the fuel that's supplied to through the spot markets you've just mentioned? Have they been paying tax?
Well, in Queensland, all the gas is subject to royalties, and it's all onshore, and absolutely.
And so Australians that are listening to this right now, do you think that they're getting a fair return on the taxation of gas?
Well, Senator, I would draw you to my comments earlier that the industry is paying $22 billion a year in taxes and royalties. We are the second largest corporate taxpayer in Australia. The industry contributes $100 billion to the economy each and every year. It's our third largest export. It's supporting other sectors, 215,000 jobs across the economy, and there is an opportunity to continue to grow that opportunity. And when we're talking about exports, that is what's delivering a lot of that benefit to the Australian economy, and that's unlocked the investment in our oil and gas resources. And we should be really proud of the contribution that we're making in the region to regional energy security and stability, and we're now seeing the benefit of that for our own energy security, given the impacts that we're seeing with liquid fuel supply disruptions.
I think our interpretations may be different, but Chair.